everybody? It's Chris with Committed 3D Tech, and that's right. I supercharged my Helium Hotspot. And in this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the results of a week-long mining between 3 hotspots, 2 regular and 1 supercharged. Of course, Helium has been a huge investment for me. Since I started with the platform, I've made over $2,500 return on investment. And so basically in this video, we're gonna keep it really simple. We're gonna go over the results between the hotspots and the supercharged hotspot. And then we're also gonna do a breakdown of my return on investment and what the return of investment likely would look like for the average person who purchases a hotspot. And basically, if you spend $425 to get a Helium hotspot, how quickly are you gonna see a return on your investment? And of course, I wanna know your opinion on Helium token. So down in the comments, make sure you let me know if you're bearish or bullish on the Helium token. Make sure you smash the like button and let's get started. So installing this was pretty good. One thing I will say, I noticed my hotspot is very close to the metal fence that's on my balcony. And so I feel like that impacted the results a little bit. I still feel like it shouldn't have, but it did. And we'll talk about those in a little bit. The other thing, I did have to do some adjustments. I just wanted to make it look nice, having the cord running through my living room. I'll show you a picture here. I did use these corner mates just to make the corners look a little bit better with the cord not sticking out and rolled up and coiled as it normally would have been. Has anyone else's allergies been just destroying them this summer? Maybe it's coronavirus. Just kidding, I'm COVID-free, staying safe, social distancing, anyway. So basically, I did calculations from Saturday, July 4th until midday on Sunday, July 11th. And of course, I did look at the past 3 days as well. And so we'll talk about all of those results, but I wanted to give you a breakdown. So basically I have 3 hotspots. We're gonna call them hotspot number 1, hotspot number 2, and hotspot. So what do you say we do it like carnival style? Let's just roll it and we'll track the points. It's gonna be a close match, isn't it? Number 1's taking the lead. With Supercharged, take it back. Oh, this is getting close. This is a nail biter. Ooh, 3 in a row again. So since I didn't want to calculate each individual token mined, what we did was we averaged it out to saying that it was 0.5 HNT per time that each Helium hotspot mined a token, which is pretty close. Like they varied anywhere from 0.45 a token to 0.55 a token. So it just made it a lot easier. Now, our supercharged hotspot during those 7 days mined 86, while hotspot number 1 mined a whopping 90, and our hotspot number 2 mined only 76. So what that totals out to is 43 helium tokens for Supercharged Hotspot, 45 helium tokens for hotspot number 1, and 38 helium tokens for hotspot number 2. I was extremely disappointed that the Supercharged Hotspot didn't mine more. So I was wondering what the heck happened. That's when I started realizing that my setup, with the antenna being so close to the metal fence, maybe that caused some issues. But of course, as you saw, sometimes the supercharged one was mining more than the other hotspots. But the real problem is that you haven't smashed the like button yet. The reason I always ask for you to do that is because that's gonna help push this video farther to a larger audience. So if you do that, go ahead and just tap it until the like button turns blue. Of course, what that means is most of the time, even though it's a supercharged hotspot, it averaged out. Now I'm expecting those results to change a little bit, and especially when I move away from this place, I have my own house, I'll be able to put the antenna all the way out in the field or something that's gonna give it lots of open air to receive and send signals. But of course, I will say that I did look at it from the past 3 days after I calculated that. And our supercharged hotspot had 30 times receiving mining rewards, whereas hotspot number 1 only had 25 and hotspot number 2 only had 24. So while I will say supercharging the hotspot isn't necessarily the greatest investment, for only 150 bucks extra, it will over time give what I feel are better rewards. One other explanation is that in my area, I'll show you on the map here, I don't have a ton of hotspots super close to me. With the normal antenna in good window view, a helium hotspot can go anywhere from 1 to 3 miles. With the supercharged antenna, I'm guessing that expands somewhere to around like 6 to 9 miles. And as you can see on the map here, I'm just not that close to any other hotspots. So I feel like that's probably part of it as well, is even though my hotspot is supercharged, there aren't hotspots close enough that I'm reaching any of the farther ones. And so unfortunately for me, that just means that I'm not gaining more in mining rewards because of my location and how many people are around me. Okay, let's break it down. If you were to invest in a helium hotspot right now, it's gonna cost you $425. We're gonna average helium tokens out to 50 cents right now. Because of the price fluctuation, it's been straddling around 50 cents on average per token. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the average of one of my hotspots mining value per week. So we're gonna say one helium hotspot is gonna mine around 43 helium tokens per week. At the current price of helium token, like I said, we're saying 50 cents. That's gonna average you $21.50 per week in helium tokens. Now, that means in order to reach $425, it's gonna take 19.77 weeks for you to reach 100% return on your investment, which means 0.38 years or 4.5 months, roughly, a little bit more than 4.5 months. Which, wow, getting a return on your investment in 4.5 months is not something that most people see when it comes to a startup. And so the big question is it worth it? Well, for me, hands down it was. And like I said, I'll show you here, I have almost 5,000 helium tokens, which means I have roughly $2,500 valued in helium tokens. And you can look here at the chart, we have had a pullback on helium tokens, but bottom line, if you're looking at the chart, it does look like it's going to continue in an uptrend in a bull market for the long term. I think I've mentioned this before, but when it comes to cryptocurrency, the name of the game for me is HODL. HODL, just freaking. When it comes down to it, you look at the guys who had Bitcoins 8.5 years ago, they sold their Bitcoins so that they could go and buy a pizza. And now look at it, they would be set for life if they just held on to them. So, my opinion, I don't want to be that guy who sells my helium tokens for pennies and 10 years down the road, I could have been a millionaire. That's my opinion. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we will revisit this and see if the Supercharged is worth it in the future again. Like I said, turn the notifications bell on because I have lots more good content like this coming out. I review cryptocurrency all the time. While I do feel like Helium Token is one of the best investments in crypto right now, I still feel like Crypto.com is the best investment in crypto at the time. If you start up with the Crypto.com platform and stake 50 MCO tokens to get the Ruby Red Visa, you and I both get $50 worth of MCO tokens absolutely free, just for signing up. Also stay tuned because I will be posting another video this weekend talking about CRO and how it has had over a 200% bull run this year and where I feel like it's going from here and why I feel like it's the best cryptocurrency in 2020. With that being said, thanks for tuning in. I hope you appreciated the video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. Also, make sure to leave it down in the comments on whether you are bearish or bullish on Helium Token. And with all that out of the way, thanks for stopping by. My name is Chris with Committed 3D Tech, and we'll catch you next time.